right here, right now. Let's start from the Gonjaland, because the chiefs and people of the Gonja Kingdom are this afternoon demonstrating against the MP for Damongo and Lands and Natural Resources Minister, lawyer Abu Jinapor, for his alleged disrespect for chiefs and his interference in chieftaincy and traditional matters. The MP has in recent time been accused of disrespecting the authority of traditional rulers in Gonjaland for political reasons. Though the MP has denied this in a statement, the chiefs and people of Gonjaland insist the MP must be called to order. My colleague Christopher Mako is in Damongo following the demonstrators and will be joining us on Zoom for a conversation with more. But first, the Yagbonwura spoke ahead of the demonstration.
I want to caution the politicians who have made it a habit to engage in inciting youth to disrespect our chiefs. This behavior is not only disrespectful and untrue, but also dangerous. This threatens to erode the very fabric of our society and culture. Let it be known that the causes of the skins, the cases of the skins, and the ancestors are powerful, and they will be invoked upon those who continue to show disregard for our traditional authorities. We urge all politicians, to refrain and reform their way and engage with our chief with the respect and honor they deserve.
My colleague Christopher Mako is joining us for conversation. Chris, thank you for joining us. What exactly occasioned the chiefs and people of the Gonja Kingdom under the authority of the Yagbonwura to hold the protest? Christopher, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Christopher? All right, we're working the Zoom to speak to my colleague Christopher Mako, who is following. Christopher, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Great. What occasioned this protest under the authority of the Yagbonwura?
Yes, so Grace, basically this protest is to for the people of Gonjaland, especially the 7 paramounts of the Gonja Kingdom, to register their displeasure over some issues of insubordination and disrespect by some politicians, especially for them is the Member of Parliament for the Damongo constituency, Honorable Samuel Abu Jinapor. According to the people and the chiefs, what he's been doing in the region is bringing some level of disrespect, because some youth were arrested some days ago, and he facilitated their release from police cells. And so they believe that the authority of the Yagbonwura is being undermined, and they also believe that the actions of the MP for the Damongo constituency is undermining the authority of the Yagbonwura and other chiefs within the Gonja Kingdom.
And we understand that Yagbonwura has asked Abu Jinapor never to step foot in his kingdom. Is this true?
Yes, the Yagbonwura has indicated that he's issued a stern warning, and also indicated that he will not allow Samuel Abu Jinapor to visit his palace, and so he's sending a word of caution to him that he should not visit his palace. He's also putting into writing a petition to the presidency, informing the president and the vice president that should he continue, if he doesn't stop this acts of insubordination and disrespect, according to them, he's not supposed to follow any government official to the Yagbonwura's palace, that is the Jagba Palace, henceforth.
And Christopher, we know the minister has responded in a statement, but has the NPP as a party commented on this development?
Yes, so the first press conference was held by the paramount chief of the Damongo traditional area, one Seydou Kelly, who indicated that the member of parliament has not even visited his palace and does not regard him as the paramount chief of the Damango traditional area. And right after that, the member of parliament issued a statement. And in his statement, he indicated that he is a strong believer and respecter of the customs and traditions of Gonjaland and will not do anything contrary to the customs and traditions of Gonjaland. And so whatever allegations that people are leveling against him are false. But today, the party has also responded. The MPP in the Damango constituency has also issued a statement to that effect, explaining that the member of parliament is innocent of all the accusations that are being leveled against him. But today, the chiefs and people of Gonjaland are holding a protest to, as it were, re-emphasize the fact that he has been meddling in chieftaincy issues. He's been disrespectful to traditional authorities, and for that matter, he must be called to order. So, even though he's issued a statement, that has not made any difference, and people from the 7 paramount cities of Gonjaland have all converged here in Damango to be part of this demonstration.
Christopher, finally, do we see this likely to affect the fortunes of the NPP in the Gonjaland?
Well, the dynamics of the politics happening in Gonjaland, for instance, the dynamics in East Gonja, that is the Salaga South constituency, is different from the dynamics in the Damango constituency. But we can talk of the Damango constituency. With the number of people we are seeing today on the streets of Damango in this protest, it's a clear indication that should the MPP sit aloof, should they not intervene in this rift-raff between the MP and traditional authorities, definitely it may have some impact on the elections, especially when it comes to the parliamentary elections. So one thing that can save this issue and the MPP's fortune in the Damango constituency is for the member of parliament and the MPP to meet with the chiefs and people of the Damango constituency to see a way forward to resolving this issues. If not, I may say that it may have the tendencies of affecting the fortunes of the MPP in the Damango constituency.
All right, Christopher, thank you for that succinct report. My colleague, Christopher Makun.
Over 40 hoteliers have threatened to sue the Ministry of Youth and Sports and the local organization committee for failing to pay their monies after hosting visitors who arrived in Accra to participate in the All-African Games. The hoteliers say that despite the Ministry of Youth and Sports paying them just 20% of the amount promised, persistent efforts to get the ministry to pay the rest of the money has proved futile.
Over 13,000 participants consisting of 5,000 athletes, 3,000 technical officials, 3,000 volunteers and 2,000 guests from 54 African countries took part in the 13th All-Africa Games this year. Many of these guests were hosted in hotels located in the capital, Accra. The local organizing committee, LOC, led the Ministry of Youth and Sports in the negotiations prior to the Games. The hoteliers, numbering over 40, say the ministry subsequently paid just 20% upfront, with the agreement that the remaining 80% will be paid immediately after the Games ended. The Games indeed ended on March 23, but the ministry has still not settled its debts.
We had agreements that the LOC would give us part payment and settle the rest after knowing the number of days the visitors spent. They spent 21 days and 21 nights. During that period, we fed all of them. After we submitted the bills, they kept saying they are doing auditing, but we are fed up. They took all our rooms. We would take them to court.
One hotelier said his 40 rooms were all booked by the LOC for the 3-week period. They have threatened to sue both entities should they fail to pay them.
We are getting fed up with the situation now, and we cannot wait any longer. We have given a signal to them that if they don't pay us we are going to escalate this matter. And as we speak, no effort whatsoever has been made by the Ministry of Youth and Sports to pay us. Some of the hotels amounting to over 2 million, some 5 million, some 1 million, 2 million Ghana. It's a whole lot. And we are all crying on a daily basis. And these people are not willing to listen to us at all.
When contacted, the LOC confirmed leading the negotiation process but directed us to the Ministry of Youth and Sports. However, an official at the ministry said that in due course they will issue a statement to clarify the matter.